Welcome back to Wrestling Empire Modded Mayhem. I am your host, attackslug, searching for that 10 pounds of gold here in the NWA, doing a Rusev gimmick and fighting Omos, but next week fighting Raven, hopefully for that title, but we shall see. First things first, a giant problem is in our way. So I'm doing some kind of a knockoff Miro Rusev gimmick. I'm here to crush and all of that, but otherwise, I did change some moves. Not what I had on Monday, but I changed some moves because Bischoff screwed me there with that. That's what he does. And he threw me out immediately, which is not great because, again, we have 3 more titles to win to finish this show. And Raw is the one I want to do last. So between this title and WCW, that's kind of the plan here, but get in the ring with the ring bell, Omos. This is not 2K14. I'm going to hit start because you're taking for... Alright, there you go. There you go. Over the top? No. Alright, well, sure. But a mountain of a man is my next... Good God, here we go. If I lose here, that's fine. It's Omos. Like, I'm not going to get salty about losing to somebody that... Like, I'm off my feet here. He's just got me just hanging in midair. A rope break. How even without a rope break? I don't know. But boy howdy, they've given me a mountain to climb here, and it's been rough lately as far as matches go. I've managed to get some wins in, but it's been rough. And I don't quite know why, but perhaps the game knows that I'm getting close to my goal, so they're making it harder on me, even though it's the same in-game difficulty. Lariat to Omos, who just rolls through into that triangle choke sleeper type scenario, which is not, again, wow, thanks Bob Backlund, this is all your idea. Poison Rana to Omos into a camel clutch with one arm, there, 2 arms. That's a hell of a visual to happen to Omos, who's almost at adrenaline in his soul, and that would be game over for me. So this is going poorly, man. You can tell it's going really poorly. Choke slam, adrenaline. Like, honestly, at this point, just do it. Just get it over with. Just do it. I'm not even gonna argue at that point. 1, 2, like, I'm not gonna fight that. It's Omos, and he thoroughly, handily took me down. The Nigerian Nightmare Omos. Good God. But still #1 in the ratings, and still maybe getting paid, maybe not. I got money even losing, which still is a positive. Not by a lot, but it's a couple hundred, so take that. Outlaw Eaton released. Miss Viola is pleased. Luigi to AEW. Jane McEmployee released. Tyreek to Raw. Big Bronson Reed released. The fans insist on treating Willy Wonka as a heel. I said good day, sir. Maria released. Hook to AEW. Scorbens, NWA. Chef Boyardee, WCW. Dustin Rhodes is pleased. He loves those SpaghettiOs. Double A Arn Anderson to Raw. Rory Cussin, New Japan. Matt Taven, New Japan, with one hand. And BFAB is pleased. I thought this might happen. On a fine Wednesday, the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship, the 10 pounds of gold on the line versus Raven. Here's hoping it goes better than when I fought Hawk in WCW. Like, I want this title. I need this title held by some of the all-time Hall of Famers. On one hand. On the other hand, Brodus Collette. So there's two sides of that coin. But certainly Raven, an all-timer. So get in here, Raven. What about you? What about Raven? You don't have the right attitude to be a champion. This is too big for your little waist. You are punching above your weight, slug. We shall see about that. Even though I had that loss to Omos, Death Valley Driver, out the gate, I'm hoping to make it a win here with Raven. And then I only need 2 after that, and that would be WCW Cutter. And it would be Monday Night Raw for that World Heavyweight Championship on Raw. I don't know who holds it currently, but I know in the other place, it is Carlito. So, whoa there with the run into the headlock, rope break, reach your arm. Why is this so hard this week? I'm just baffled by the... Ducked him. The nonsense. He flipped it into the submission sleeper. Don't you tap right away. He locked it in deep. Rope break, rope break. Hello, thank you. I can already tell. This is going to be a hard-fought one with Raven. Like, what happened to this game? What happened this week? I am absolutely confused. The roll-up is not needed. I didn't change the back grapples, unfortunately. So, master lock. Locked in deep. Let it go. I've learned on submissions. Macho Man. Nope, not quite the Macho Man, but sure. And they changed my taunts, too, which I want the fingers, man. The birds. I need the birds. Whatever. Raven. Pile driver. Alright, that's progress. Not a lot, but some. On a fine Wednesday. If I can win this title, then hey, head towards Friday, and then perhaps we'll finish the show next week. That's kind of a good plan to have if things don't go drastically wrong like they've been going in most of this week's matches here. German suplex, all the way, rotation. Scarlett is our referee here, the lovely Scarlett. Nice. Dirty deeds, done dirt cheap. From yonder slug back into the master lock, let it... Oh, there we go. Skull-crushing finale is also... Much obliged here, Raven. Sling blade. Don't go nowhere, Scarlett. I don't see Karrion Kross anywhere. Or, I'm sorry, I guess now he's on the indies and he's back to being Killer Kross. But where did all that groundswell for his return happen? It's just all gone now, which is wild. Boom. Attitude adjusted to Raven. It's over, Raven. I brought back the burning hammer, Raven. Pick you up for the slug stomp, Raven. Can I win that 10 pounds of gold, Raven? What about me? What about Slug, the new NWA World Champion? Raven can't believe it, but I did that. I did that. 10 pounds of gold. It's Attack Slug Day. And so once again, the top guy in the top company. And a nice fat payday on top of that. Back in the back, the Burning Hammer is quite the nice finisher. Can't wait to kick out of it. Well, we shall see, whoever you are. Oba released. Subway going to AEW. Acer, New Japan. Baron Corbin released. British Bulldog is feeling great. William Regal released. Sunshine, Chris Cyborg and JYD are friends. RJ City and Giovanni Vinci are friends. Ray to New Japan. Buzz B and Bobby Roode are the new tag champs on the indies. Statlander, ECW. And back to Raven. And then a war match on pay-per-view. So I guess we'll finish up and lose that. Oh, watch this. Alright, so tables and rocks. Machines and water bottles. Bananas and barrels, like it's going to be whatever it is when we get there, but right now, Raven in a non-title confrontation, consider I just beat him, and got one more down, and two more to go. So, in the building, the holder of that illustrious, prestigious 10 pounds of gold is Slugnificent. So, Raven, what about you? What do you want to talk about, Raven? Don't get too attached. Got that rematch clause on pay-per-view, baby. Best on the big stage. Big fight feel on the big stage. I'll be ready. So make sure you are ready. What about Raven? But meanwhile, you're ready for this fight? Yeah, that's right. Get it on, Sling Blade. I got my title, and it's metal in your face. So, oh, he's fighting back. Oh, again, hockey fights. Man. Couldn't get the pickup. Couldn't get the scoop slam. Couldn't get whatever I wanted to get there. And he stole my title that I won from him fair and square. Dead center. There it is. Dirty Deeds. BFT. One of the two. Not sure which. But Raven, one good turn deserves another. I don't want that even flow DDT. Thank you much. Hurt lock in the talking segment. It's fine. But I got it in deep on Raven. Make him tap. But there's nowhere to tap there. There's nowhere to go. There's no escape. Also, a roll-up is not what I wanted here. Gotta change those back grapples. But we know, in a confrontation, it is health down to 0. Can we get there? Is the question. Snapmare, headlock, takeover type business. Pile driver type business. On commentary, we have RJ City and Brother Love. But now I'm in an armbar, which is not what I wanted, where I want to be. Not where I wanted to be in the armbar. We're gonna like suplex. Love that. German to the outside. Oh, I heard him. I heard him. That's right. Winner of this confrontation, ya boy. Ya champ. Peace. Neck injury, out for 2 weeks. So, you already booked the match pay-per-view though. 90% in the ratings. He's realized after the injury, this is not worth dying for. And we have had a number of deaths on this program. So if your life is more important than the 10 pounds of gold, then sure, Raven. I'm going to be on the way out anyway, so sure. Let's make peace. We don't need to go to war on pay-per-view. That's fine. Let's move on. Give me a different competitor for the PLE. Okay. Vega and Jackie, the new AEW Tag Team Champions. Hyper Niven released. Luigi. Wait, the other Luigi to SmackDown. Why do we have 2 Luigis? We have Luigi and we have Luigi Mario. What is happening? Tyler Bate, UFC. JD is glad. Dr. Death, New Japan. Magnum TA, the NWA. Mario, making our skill better. Alpha Fire and Joe Gacy are friends. Corporate Frog, ECW. Raven heading to WCW. Wouldn't you know where I'm going to be heading next? SmackDown up in the ratings. Jolly B to AEW. Hardcore Highly UFC. Wesley AEW. Pillman WCW. And ECW below SmackDown in the ratings. Mr. Bob Backlund wants some changes. It don't matter, because I made my goal. I got what I wanted. So whatever you want at this point is inconsequential. I'm not big enough. 179 is the goal, which we don't care now, do we? And somehow I'm still facing Raven's team, even though he left the company. And that's interesting. What is my current weight at, out of curiosity? 171 is the current weight. Pianos and cameras, how about sofas and bones? How about ladders and bones? How about benches and medical kits? How about desks and pictures? How about coffins and wooden boards? Let's go. It's a war match. So, Ashanti the Adonis is, bro, my title. Just, what are you doing here? No, my title. Thank you. Now, Raven, who we know is injured, who is his tag team partner? Because what's happening here in this matchup? Okay. Matt Riddle and Raven. That's... We definitely don't want Riddle here at all for anything, because he's a piece of crap, so not great. Special inter-branded because Raven left the company, so that's fun. On one side, we have Team NWA. That's me. On the other side, we have Team WCW, where the big boys play. That's Raven and I guess Matt Riddle. I'm going to go in here after this match and hit delete. I'm Jack Jameson. I'm here to be impartial. Yeah, I don't want to give any airtime to Matt Riddle. And we know that Raven is hurt, so that should be an easy victory there on that. Is it going to be Elim? I don't know. Is the match going to start? Maybe. Hello? Oh, right. Get in the ring, Raven? Oh, well. Whichever. Whatever. Coffins and boards. Stop. Coffins and boards. I want to pin Raven and then be done here. And then wrap things up for this Plan Wednesday. That's the plan. But is it going to work? Is he going to get in the ring? Whole different question. It's a whole different question. Is it Falls Count Anywhere? What about your injury? It is indeed Falls Count Anywhere. 1. How? Bro. He's tapping. It is indeed Elim. Well, look, man. With a broken freaking neck, Raven's done. That's fun. Sleeper hold. He's tapping. That's it. I tapped out Matt Riddle. Jerry Lynn to Raw. Dr. D, David Schultz released. Zoe Stark to WCW. Carmella, New Japan. The Franchise to ECW. Garcia to Raw. Jim Cornette released. Excalibur's pleased. Mario helping our agility. Lucy Lakes to Raw. Mick Foley's attitude is down. Have a nice day. Beefcake and Whack Axe, good for his agility. The Big Wiggle released. Chris Mick employee to ECW. Joaquin Wilde to Raw. And must gain weight, don't care. I don't want to go back to UFC. Andre Chase. That is certainly a hefty contract, but no. And so next time, dropping that title to Endon Cesar the right way, and then heading to WCW and seeing how that goes, it should be some nonsense. I'm attackslug. Thanks for watching more videos right here. I'll see you next time, and I'm out.